Chosen one, this message is not arriving by accident. Your golden heart has been both your greatest blessing and your heaviest burden. You have poured yourself out like precious oil, believing that love without limit was the highest calling. You have forgiven 70 times 7, turned the other cheek until both sides were bruised, and still you opened your arms wider. But hear me now, for what I am about to reveal will shatter an illusion that has kept you bleeding in silence. Your golden heart was never meant to be an open door for everyone to walk through. It was meant to be a sacred temple with guardians at the gate. You see, chosen one, there's a mistake so costly that even angels weep when they witness it. It is the mistake of confusing unconditional love with unconditional access. It is believing that having a golden heart means having no boundaries. This deception has been whispered into your spirit by those who profit from your endless giving. But today, heaven is intervening. Today, the scales fall from your eyes. As it is written in Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Guard it, chosen one. Not harden it. Not close it. Guard it like the treasure it truly is. Let me paint the picture of your journey, so clearly that you will see yourself in every word. You were the child who shared your last piece of bread even when your stomach growled. You were the friend who answered at 3 a.m. when everyone else had their phones on silent. You became the family member who fixed what you didn't break, paid debts you didn't owe, and carried burdens that were never yours to bear. Your golden heart convinced you this was nobility. But chosen one, even Jesus withdrew to the mountainside alone. Even the Son of God understood that pouring from an empty cup serves no one, not even the Father. The mistake begins so innocently. Someone approaches with tears, with need, with a story that tugs at your compassionate core. Your golden heart responds instantly, like a flame drawn to oxygen. You give, they take. You give more. They expect more. The cycle begins. But here's what they never told you about golden hearts. They attract both those seeking light and those seeking to steal it. Matthew 7:6 warns us, do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. Harsh words? No, protective words. Divine wisdom wrapped in stark truth. You have been throwing pearls, chosen one. Not because you were foolish, but because your golden heart saw potential in everyone. You believed that enough love could transform any stone into gold. But some stones are content being stones. Some people are committed to their dysfunction. Some souls are so wounded they can only wound others. And your golden heart has been their favorite feeding ground. They came not to be healed, but to harvest your light. They came not to grow, but to take your growth for themselves. Let me tell you about the anatomy of this divine mistake. It starts with empathy so pure it borders on telepathic. You feel others' pain as if it were injected directly into your bloodstream. Their tears become your tears. Their struggles become your emergency. You mistake their comfort for your calling. But chosen one, you were not placed on this earth to be everyone's emotional hospital. You were not born to be a dumping ground for others' unprocessed trauma. Your golden heart was given to you to illuminate paths, not to be trampled on them. The universe has been sending you signs. That exhaustion that never leaves no matter how much you rest, that's not age. That's energy vampirism. Those recurring situations where you give everything and receive criticism in return. That's not bad luck. That's poor boundaries manifesting as patterns. The anxiety that grips you when your phone rings because you know someone needs something again. That's your soul screaming for protection. Your golden heart has been under siege, and you've been handing out keys to the kingdom to anyone who asks nicely enough. But here comes the revelation that changes everything. Having a golden heart doesn't mean being a golden fool. Compassion without wisdom is not virtue. It's self-destruction wrapped in spiritual language. Even the sun, in all its glory, sets every evening. It doesn't apologize for going dark. It understands that rest is not abandonment. It knows that withdrawal is not cruelty. It recognizes that boundaries are not walls, but rather sacred definitions of where one thing ends and another begins. I need you to understand something profound. Those who truly deserve access to your golden heart will never demand it. They will never manipulate their way in with guilt or false emergencies. They will never make you feel selfish for having needs of your own. Read that again. The ones worthy of your gold will treat it like the treasure it is. They will approach with reverence, not entitlement. They will give as much as they receive. They will protect your heart even from themselves when necessary. 2 Corinthians 6:14 asks, what fellowship can light have with darkness? This isn't about judgment, chosen one. This is about alignment. Your golden heart vibrates at a frequency that some people will never match. Not because they're evil, but because they're at a different stage of their journey. When you allow incompatible energies unlimited access to your sacred space, you don't elevate them, you diminish yourself. You don't heal them, you wound yourself. You don't save them, you sink with them. The mistake you must avoid at all costs is this: believing that self-sacrifice equals love. This lie has been sold to golden hearts for generations. You've been taught that the more you suffer for others, the more valuable your love. But chosen one, love that depletes you is not love. It's codependency dressed in spiritual clothing. Love that leaves you empty is not divine. It's dysfunction. The Creator who gave you that golden heart never intended for it to be a casualty of your compassion. Here's what changes today. You start recognizing the difference between helping and enabling. Helping empowers others to stand. Enabling keeps them crawling while using you as their crutch. You begin to see that saying no to energy vampires is saying yes to energy investments. You understand that disappointing others is not a sin when the alternative is destroying yourself. Your golden heart remains golden, but now it has gates. Not walls, gates. Gates that open for the worthy and remain, close to the parasites. Let me share with you the sacred technology of boundary setting for golden hearts. First, you must understand that your energy is not infinite. It is renewable, but not unlimited. Every yes you give to one thing is a no to something else. When you say yes to drama, you say no to peace. When you say yes to manipulation, you say no to authenticity. When you say yes to everyone else's emergency, you say no to your own emergence. Your golden heart must learn the holy art of sacred refusal. The signs are clear when someone is mining your gold versus admiring it. They only call when they need something. Your conversations are monologues about their problems. They dismiss your struggles as less important than theirs. They guilt you when you're unavailable. They anger when you establish limits. They accuse you of changing when you start choosing yourself. These are not people in need of your golden heart. These are people in need of their own healing, their own journey, their own confrontation with growth. And that journey is not yours to walk for them. Galatians 6:2 tells us to carry each other's burdens. But verse 5 of the same chapter says, each one should carry their own load. See the distinction? Burdens are temporary, extraordinary weights that sometimes require community support. Loads are the regular responsibilities of life that each person must bear themselves. Your golden heart has been carrying others' loads, chosen one. You've been doing their homework while they party. You've been fighting their battles while they rest. This stops now. The transformation begins with a simple but powerful declaration. My golden heart is a gift, not a given. Say it out loud. Feel how it restructures the atmosphere around you. Your compassion is sacred currency, not common coin. It should be invested, not thrown. It should multiply good, not enable bad. Your golden heart should be creating gardens, not feeding parasites. It should be building kingdoms, not supporting dysfunction. This is not selfishness, this is stewardship. You might be wondering, But what about unconditional love? Let me clarify something that religion twisted and New Age philosophy confused. Unconditional love doesn't mean unconditional tolerance. You can love someone's soul while refusing to enable their dysfunction. You can pray for someone's healing while maintaining distance from their toxicity. You can forgive someone completely while never allowing them back into your inner circle. Jesus loved Judas, but he also knew who would betray him. He didn't stop the betrayal, but he also didn't make Judas his closest confidant. The protection of your golden heart is not just self-care, it's spiritual warfare. Every time you allow unworthy access to your sacred energy, you're not just hurting yourself. You're diminishing your capacity to serve those who truly need and deserve your gift. You're reducing your ability to fulfill your divine assignment. You're allowing the enemy to use your own compassion as a weapon against your purpose. This is why boundaries are not just helpful, they're holy. Here's the practical application that will revolutionize your life. Start with an energy audit. List everyone who has regular access to your emotional, spiritual, and mental resources. Next to each name, write what they contribute to your life. Not what they could contribute, not what they used to contribute, but what they actually contribute now. Be honest. Be brutal if necessary. You will see patterns emerge. You will see who's mining and who's nurturing. You will see who deserves access and who needs distance. Then comes the harder part, the implementation. You begin having conversations that start with "I need" instead of "What do you need?" You start sentences with "I can't" without following them with apologies or explanations. You begin to recognize that "no" is a complete sentence. You stop responding to emotional emergencies that aren't emergencies at all. You cease being available 24/7 to people who are never available for you. You quit explaining your boundaries to people who are committed to misunderstanding them. The resistance will be immediate and intense. Those who have been feeding off your golden heart will not celebrate your newfound boundaries. They will call you selfish, changed, cruel, ungodly. They will try every manipulation tactic in their arsenal. They will create crises to test your resolve. They will recruit others to guilt you back into your old patterns. This is not evidence that you're wrong. This is evidence that you're right. The parasites always scream the loudest when the host develops immunity. But watch what happens next, chosen one. As you protect your golden heart, it doesn't shrink, it shines brighter. The energy you were leaking to unworthy vessels begins to accumulate. Your joy returns. Your creativity explodes. Your health improves. Your true tribe emerges, those rare souls who match your frequency, who give as good as they get, who celebrate your boundaries as evidence of your growth, not betrayal of your nature. 1 Timothy 5-8 declares, "Anyone who does not provide for their relatives, and especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever." But chosen one, you are part of your own household. You are your own relative. Providing for yourself emotionally, spiritually, and mentally is not separate from your faith. It's essential to it. Your golden heart cannot serve from emptiness. It cannot pour from brokenness. It cannot give what it doesn't have. The mistake to avoid at all costs is believing that your worth is measured by your depletion. That the more exhausted you are, the more valuable you become. That the more you sacrifice your peace for others' chaos, the more spiritual you are. This is the devil's arithmetic, designed to keep golden hearts too drained to fulfill their destiny. Your worth was established before you gave anything to anyone. You are valuable simply because you exist, not because you exhaust yourself. Let me prophesy over your future, chosen one. As you implement these sacred boundaries, your golden heart will not lose its shine. It will become refined gold, purified in the fire of wisdom. You will still give, but strategically. You will still love, but wisely. You will still serve, but sustainably. The right people will be drawn to your protected light like moths to a flame that doesn't burn them. The wrong people will be repelled by your boundaries like vampires from sunlight. Your golden heart will become a lighthouse, not a doormat. It will be a beacon of hope for those genuinely seeking growth, not a gas station for those who refuse to fill their own tanks. You will discover that protecting your gift doesn't diminish it, it amplifies it. Like a laser focused through a lens, your concentrated compassion will become more powerful than your scattered sympathy ever was. The scripture says in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world." A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Notice it doesn't say you are the doormat of the world. It doesn't say you are the dumping ground of the world. You are the light, and light has boundaries. It has direction. It has purpose. It illuminates but doesn't chase. It's available but not desperate. It serves but isn't enslaved. Today marks your exodus from the bondage of boundaryless living. Today you declare that your golden heart is under new management, divine management. You are not closing your heart. You're installing a security system. You're not becoming cold. You're becoming wise. You're not abandoning love. You're understanding that the highest form of love includes loving yourself enough to protect the gift God gave you. This is your season of sacred selfishness, not the worldly kind that hoards and hates, but the holy kind that recognizes that you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot heal others while bleeding out yourself. You cannot raise others while sinking yourself. Your golden heart was meant to be a chalice of blessing, not a cup of constant drainage. It was designed to overflow, not to be perpetually empty. Chosen one, the mistake you must avoid at all costs is simple yet profound. Never again confuse self-destruction with self-sacrifice. Never again mistake enabling for love. Never again believe that boundaries are betrayal. Your golden heart is counting on you to be its guardian, its protector, its wise steward. The world needs your light, but it needs it sustainable, renewable, and protected. Rise up, chosen one. Rise up with your golden heart intact but guarded. Rise up with your compassion flowing but directed. Rise up with your love abundant but boundaried. The world has enough martyrs. What it needs now is warriors of wisdom who know how to love without losing themselves. You are that warrior. Your golden heart is that weapon. Use it wisely. Protect it fiercely. Share it strategically. If this message has awakened something within you, if you feel the stirring of truth in your golden heart, then comment, "I guard my gold," below. Let it be your declaration to the universe that the season of depletion is over. The era of wisdom has begun. Share this message with another golden heart who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you're ready for more divine revelations. Your journey to protected power starts now. Stay golden, stay guarded, stay glorious.